a wavelength of 400 nanometers. So the equation for this would be A equals ABC, and A equals that fancy EBC. The big A stands for absorbance, so that's what we're going to be given through the UV vis. B is path length. Path length is always 1 centimeter, and that's just how far the light travels. C is the concentration. That's what you'll figure out with your unknown. And then A is the weight coefficient. That should be given in your lab reports and your procedures. And then you'll do that to figure out what your unknown concentration is, and then you'll also have these concentrations and absorbances. You'll put this into a graph to make a standard curve. To make a standard curve, you're going to plot it as you're going to do like a dot plot on Excel, and then you'll put a regression line on it. And then these are the concentrations, these are the absorbances. P stands for phosphate, so it's phosphate per liter.
Unknown water sample here. I have my mixed reagents and I have my DI water here. So I'm going to be using 5 mils of the unknown, 5 mils of the mixed reagents, and 15 of the DI water. This unknown water sample has been filtered already. 5 mil. And I'll use 15 mils of DI water. Then I'm going to allow this to sit for 15 minutes and we'll come back to check the absorbance. This is after 20 minutes. I'm about to check the absorbance. So I'll put this in the cuvette. I just need it to be about 2/3 full, not so full.
Okay, so to do the Excel part, you're going to highlight all of your data. It should be in like this. And then you're going to go to Insert. How mine looks is there's going to be a chart area. If you have an older computer, you'll have to go to the drop down bar and make a chart. You're going to want this one right here. It's the Insert Scatter chart. And then you'll just click regular dots. And you'll get this. If you right click on the dot, you're going to see down here it's going to say add trend line. Some computers will have that, some may not. You'll hit add trend line and then this sidebar will pull up. It's going to be a linear line, and then automatic, and then you're going to display equation on the chart. And then you can close this out. And this will be your final chart. Make sure you add on axis titles. And then the y-axis would be absorbance and the x-axis would be concentration. And then when you are looking for your concentration, you would plug your absorbance value of your unknown into the y, which this is the equation, and then you'd solve for x.